I'm going to show you how to do SEO for any website in a matter of minutes using AI. You don't need any experience with SEO, digital marketing, coding. All you need to know how to use is a keyboard and Google, and anybody can do this. Make sure to watch until the end of the video. The whole video is important, but by the end of it, you're going to become an SEO master simply using AI. So the software we're going to use is called Postcheetah, and Postcheetah is a lot different than a lot of other SEO writers out there because it's not just an SEO writer. It actually does the entire SEO process for you. If you're just having something write content for you without doing the entire process, you're missing out on 90% of what SEO is. So using this software, you'll actually go from A to Z and create an entire SEO campaign for any website that will effectively rank that site and bring free traffic and sales and profit to that website very easily. So the first step in the process is to add a website. You can see on this account, we've already added a few. If you hit add a website, it's going to take you through a 3-step process. You're going to add your URL, the language. We can do up to 5 different languages. Select the type of website, the time zone for when you post content. You're going to connect either WordPress or Shopify. This is optional. However, if you have a WordPress or Shopify, this makes life very easy because everything you generate in the system, all the content will automatically post to your website. You can schedule it out weeks and months ahead of time, saving you a lot of time and energy. The last step is to connect Google Search Console. This will feed the AI data about your website. This is also optional. You don't need to do this. We highly recommend it because it feeds the AI and it does reporting. So if you have clients, you can generate reports automatically using Search Console data. But even if you don't have clients, you can come in and check the reporting tab and get live data about your website without ever leaving the platform. So highly recommend it, but this is optional. Once your website's connected, you're going to go ahead and select it here on the menu. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And then we're going to go to our keyword research. So think of keyword research as what the words that people type into Google where you actually want to be found. So if you've never done keyword research, basically you want to put the words that you want your website to show up for when somebody types them into Google. It's the easiest way I can put that. So this website does Magento migrations. So that's exactly what I'm going to type in here, Magento migrations, because when people type that into Google, we want to be found for that keyword so that we can drive traffic and sales for our service. So this is actually going to use Google data and AI. So it's going to take information about your website and it's going to take information from Google to find what it feels are the best keywords that you can use for your website. So a good keyword is a keyword that has high search volume and low competition. So you can see it's identified a few of those. You're not always going to get lucky on your first try and find low competition, high search volume keywords. So you want to go through this process a few different times with a few different phrasings of the words to try to find the keywords that are going to be most effective for you. We offer 3 different types of keyword research: relevant keywords, long tail keywords, and similar keywords. We also have a long tail button here so you can simply long tail any keyword. So this seems like a great keyword. I'm going to go ahead and hit long tail. And what that does is it actually adds additional words to your keyword. So generally, more words you have in your keyword, the less competition there will be and the more niche you get into your words. So doing this process, coming in here, looking for keywords, identifying good ones, saving them. Once you find ones that you like, you save them, and then long tailing a few of those, you can start to drill in on some really, really good keywords that we're going to use as a base for our content strategy. So you can see it identified a great keyword here: upgrade services, upgrade. So what you can do if you find a few that you like, you can just come in here and add them to a group. If you have a group already created, you can go ahead and add it to that group. If you don't, you can just create one really quickly. So I'm just going to do that here. And I'm going to go ahead and add these to that group. Again, you're going to want to do as much of this research as possible. This really lays the foundation for your website. So what I like to do is I like to create different groups based on the types of keywords. So we offer several different services on the website. So I'm going to add another keyword here: managed hosting. This is another service this website offers. So we're going to add that keyword. We're going to find some keywords around that service. We're going to save them into a group. So this is a great keyword. These are all good keywords. So we're going to save all of these. Create a new group. So once you've identified some good keywords and you've saved them into groups, you can come into your groups and you can actually start creating content around these keywords. So we've identified this is a great keyword. We want to start generating content around this keyword. This is the secret to SEO, generating good content around keywords. So you find that good base of keywords and you generate content around it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit content ideas. So what this is going to do, the first tab, we have 5 different categories of content you can create through the system. This first one, Google Suggestions, is very powerful because what this does is it actually finds questions that people are asking around that keyword, which people are typing directly into Google. And a lot of times people aren't even typing them into Google. They'll pick up their phone and they'll say, hey, Google, and they'll ask a question. So if you can be answering the questions around these keywords, which the software is identifying, you have a very good chance of ranking in Google and becoming what's known as a topical authority around this keyword. So we've identified a bunch of different keywords around this keyword, a bunch of different topics, I should say, around this keyword that we know people are searching directly into Google. And if we answer these questions, we're going to show up in Google and become a topical authority, eventually ranking for our main keyword. So it's found a bunch of great questions here that people are asking. So we're going to go ahead and save these. So I'm going to create a new cluster here, and I'm just going to call this Magento Upgrade Services. So a cluster is a group of ideas based around a keyword that you're writing content around. So in this case, we're going to create a cluster called Magento Upgrade Services, and I'm going to add this keyword here. And we're going to add a bunch of these as well. So come in here, find some content ideas you like, and start adding these to your cluster. Obviously, the more the better. You want to be generating a lot of content around that cluster to become a topical authority. So try to identify unique content ideas that you can generate content around. So the most powerful category is the Google Suggestions because we know these are questions that people are asking around this keyword, and we want to answer that because we're going to show up for these questions at some point, and that's going to bring clicks and traffic, which is going to eventually rank our site for our main keyword. So the other options you have are relevant post ideas, question style post, list style posts, and creative based post. These are all AI generated. So they're actually going to take the search intent of your keyword, and using Google, they're going to try to come up with the best topics that they feel will bring relevant traffic to your website. So these are very hyper-focused content ideas around your keyword generated by AI. And this actually does an excellent job of that. So around this keyword, you're going to find some really great topics. So choosing the right Magento upgrade service for your e-commerce site, the benefits of regular Magento upgrades. So Magento is an e-commerce store. So it's identifying that, and it's identifying some great keywords, some great topics around this keyword. So as you go through these categories, identify some great pieces of content based on your keywords, and this is how you're going to build your topical authority. This is how you're going to build your clusters around these keywords. So I'm just going to add a few of these that I like, and we're going to go ahead and move on to the next step. So now that we've gone from keyword research, so we found some amazing keywords that we know are relevant to our business, that we want to rank for, that have high search volume, hopefully low competition. We've identified questions in Google that people are asking around this keyword. We've also come up with some excellent topics that are AI generated that we know are based on search intent around this keyword. We're starting to create an excellent cluster of content that we can now generate. And again, we'll start ranking in Google. So the next step is to either delegate these to pro writers or start generating them via AI. You can also just hit open editor here, and this is just going to open our SEO editor. If you want to write this content yourself, totally up to you. Most people opt for generating it via AI. We do have the pro writer option. This is significantly more. The entire system is based off of credits. So depending on your plan, you get a certain amount of credits. Obviously, having a pro writers write your content is going to cost more credits because you have a human involved who's actually going to do the work. So many people opt for the AI generated version of the software. So we're going to go ahead and hit generate via AI. What's really cool is that you can actually generate it via AI and have a human copywriter review and edit your article. So this is something really unique to what we're doing as well, where you can have AI generated and a human actually review it. So that costs 10 credits, significantly more than if you just generated it without a human editor, which is only 2 credits for a 2,000 word article. So totally up to you. Some people opt to just review it themselves, but again, we have that option for you. So based on your keyword here, so our keyword is Magento Upgrade Services. Now, on this website, we have a page where we talk about our Magento upgrades. So we actually call them migrations. So that's another keyword around the upgrades is migration. So generating content around the word Magento to migrations is also very beneficial, and we're going to do that as well. So once we've identified the keyword that we want to rank for, we're going to tell the AI what URL we should link this keyword to. So we know that this is our migrations page. We know we want to rank for that page for this keyword. That's the URL we're going to put here. So another example I can give you that's very common is red t-shirts. So let's say we sell t-shirts online and we want to rank for the keyword red t-shirts. We want to link in this URL field to our website.com/red t-shirts. So we want to link it to our red t-shirts page. Now, ideally, you're going to have this page also be highly optimized for this keyword, which means you're going to have this keyword in your title tags, meta description, etc. I'm going to show you that in the next step. So once we've identified our keyword that we want to rank for, we're pointing it to the page that we want to rank for that keyword. Now you can finish the process. You can add any additional instructions for the article. You can add a tone for the article. So you can stack up to 2 of these tones. I'm just going to go with SEO optimized for now. We can select a length. So one thing I want to show you as well is this recommended word count. Based on this keyword, we actually identified the top 10 ranking sites in Google, and we let you know what the average word count is for those sites. So we find the top 10 sites in Google that are ranking for this keyword. We crawl those websites and we identify what the average word count is for the pages that are ranking for this keyword. So this is very good to know because now we know around how long our content should be. So you have the option to generate 1,000, 1,500, and 2,000 word articles. We will probably extend this past this and offer more options. For now, these are the most popular. So we're just going to go with 2,000 plus. We know this is going to be over 2,000 words. You really don't want to write excessive content that doesn't make sense. So we don't want to just hit an arbitrary number. So if this recommendation is 5,000, it's not necessarily that we want to write a 5,000 word article. But if we know that it's over 3,000, writing a 2,000 plus word article is probably a good idea. You can select the language for the article. We have up to 5 languages. Again, you can write in the system. And then we can add AI generated images. Totally up to you. It's only half a credit more. It'll generate images via AI. Sometimes these are excellent. Sometimes they need a little work. The nature of AI images as of today, as of our date today, which is September 2023. And then again, you can have pro writers review and edit this article. So once we're done here, we can go ahead and submit this, which I'm going to do now. And this process is what a lot of people call an SEO brief, an SEO outline, an essay outline. And basically what this is doing is it's using AI, it's taking that keyword, it's taking the topic, and it's writing a complete outline of this article using AI. So it's going to take point by point every section of this article. This is also used to add, certain elements like H1 tags and things like that, which help you rank for this article. So when you're editing, this is where you want to do the most editing, because especially if you know your topic really well, or it should or shouldn't be in there, this is where you want to come in and do the editing so you don't have to do this editing once the article's done. So you definitely want to come in here, review this, make sure it makes sense. It usually does an excellent job. I can tell you I know this process very well. This is an excellent breakdown. So AI really does an excellent job of understanding the topic and writing a really great outline as well as the content. So this looks excellent to me. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this. Now, once you submit it, it takes about 5, 10, max 15 minutes for an article to get written via AI. And I'm going to show you what that looks like once it's done. You're going to get an email when that's ready. So we're just going to go ahead and look at this one that we ordered already. Now, when you come into an article that's already written, you're going to get to our SEO editor. So typically when you generate an article via AI, we tend to get into the green area right off the bat. This article is a little lower than I would expect. Usually it comes into the green area. Let me see if I find another one that we did here that's closer. So you can see it usually generates it in the green. So you want to get to as close to 100% as possible. And we actually offer SEO guidelines here. So this also comes from the pages that are ranking in Google. So we take the average word count, the average heading count, the average paragraph count, the average image count for the pages that are ranking in Google for this keyword, and we give you those as recommendations. So we give you a range, and we recommend a certain amount of those elements that should be added. We also give you additional recommendations in terms of adding the focus keyword to meta descriptions, title tags, etc. And we also give you additional keywords. So we also go onto those websites and we find additional queries, keywords that are added to that content that seem to be having an effect on that content. And we'll actually add a lot of these automatically via AI. So you can see we identified a bunch of additional keywords and the AI already added those to your content. So really, really powerful additional tool here that's helping make this content as SEO friendly as possible. It's really going the extra mile to make really SEO optimized content. So you can see it created the title, right, that we generated in the last step. It's going to generate a meta description. You can regenerate that by just clicking this button. You can actually upload a featured image. You can also grab one for free online, or you can generate one via AI. And then if you come down to your content, you can also view this in the source code. So I can hit view source code, and it's going to show me my content as well. But as you see, it basically broke down this article. It generated these images via AI. As we talked about, sometimes it's great, sometimes it's not. So you can do some editing here. If you don't like these images, you can regenerate them via AI. You can upload your own images, totally up to you. One thing to keep in mind is the AI will add alt tags automatically. Again, these are based on these additional keywords and also your focus keyword. So it's going to do this automatically. So if you do upload your own images, make sure to add those alt tags back. That's going to help optimize your article even more. And once we've reviewed this article, we know it's in good shape. We know that it's optimized based on our keyword. We're in really good shape. Again, we want to get to as close to 100% as possible, but 84 of 100 is a pretty solid score as well. So we're going to go ahead and hit publish. So once you've connected WordPress or Shopify, you have the option to now publish this article directly to your website. So I can choose the category on our blog, and I can publish this either right now, or I can schedule this for later. So if I say I want to publish this on the 20th at 10 a.m., I can schedule these out. So I can produce hundreds of pieces of content, and then I can schedule them out over weeks, months ahead of time. And that's going to basically take care of a bunch of work way ahead of time. So you can spend a few hours generating 100 pieces of content and basically put your website on SEO autopilot for the rest of the year. So pretty powerful stuff. Something I wish I had when I started doing SEO 12 years ago. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit publish right now. And again, what this is going to do is it's going to publish directly to your WordPress site. So if we scroll up, you're going to see view published post, and it's going to go straight to our WordPress site. You're going to see we just published this article. Now, if we go back to Cheetah, we talked about this entire process. Now, just want to show you the content schedule quickly. This is where we have all our scheduled content. You can edit the schedule if you want. You can see what's already been published in your content history. And you can reconfigure the API, which you can also do from the Websites tab. Now, the last thing I want to show you is our reporting area. So any keywords you save in groups, once you connect Google Search Console, you actually will be able to come in here, and by group, you're going to be able to see where your site is ranking for these keywords in Google. We can also come to our GSC data page, and we can actually get live information on impressions and clicks for our website. So we can see what our top pages are, impressions and clicks on these pages, and you can start to track that. So as you move along on your SEO journey, as you start creating this content and ranking your website for all this great content you're producing, you're going to slowly start to see this tick up and up and up, and you're going to be able to track what the top pages are that you're generating. So you can start to refine your strategy and say, hey, we're gaining traction here. Let's generate more topics around this. Let's generate more content around this, and really just build on your strategy and bring as much traffic as you want to your website. The other thing you can do if you do SEO for clients is you can generate PDF reports. So I'll show you one that we already generated for another website. So we're just going to go to our generated PDF reports. And basically what these are is you can, depending on your plan, again, you can white label these. So if you are an SEO agency or you're doing SEO for clients, you can create these reports, again, using data from Google Search Console. So once you've connected it to your website, you can check your track keywords. You can see their position in Google, what their previous position was for whatever date range you select here, what the change was up or down. You can see clicks and impressions over this time period. You can see the top pages again, how much clicks, impressions, how much traffic are these pages bringing. And you can see what the top 25 keywords are that we're not tracking. So just keywords in general that are bringing clicks and impressions to our website. So a pretty comprehensive search report, again, based on Google Search Console data. So a great way to do SEO for clients, or just check this for yourself, or if you're doing this for a company and you need to send internal reporting, an excellent way to do that. That's pretty much the entire process. Again, this basically makes it so that anybody can do SEO, no matter what your skill level is, no matter if you've had any experience with SEO whatsoever. I've personally done this exact strategy for many different websites and brought millions and millions in revenue without doing anything else. Just this strategy. You don't need any other software. You don't need anything else. So this will basically do the entire SEO process for you.